Good morning, Overall Middle School students. This is Mr. Woolley. Remember, the information contained in this video is intended to be viewed only by the students in Mr. Woolley's classroom. Watching the video, you agree that you will not record or share the video with anyone who's not a student in Mr. Woolley's classroom. All right, so today we are going to be working on some examples from our review of the end of Module 2. So here we go. We'll start off today. Here's your samples. Hopefully you did the work first, and this is your last chance to kind of double check and see what happened. The water level in the lake changes -5/16 of an inch every 4 years. So how much does it change in 1 year? Well, I take the amount and divide it by 4, or 4/1. And since it's a fraction, keep change flip, and I get -5/64. Done. All right. How much would that change after a 5-year period? Well, we know it changes -5/64 per 1 year. So if I take that and times it by 5, or 5/1, I get -25/64 over the course of that 5-year period. And if I, for number 3, they want to know about my answer for number 2. Is it repeating or terminating? If I take 25 divided by 64, I get 0.390625, and it ends. It stops, so it's a terminating decimal. Next up, it says Ashley's mother taught her how to make the handmade ornaments at the craft fair. She ran the table for $40, and she's going to spend $3.50 on materials for each one, sells them for $8. So choose all that apply. Well, 8 times however many ornaments she has, that's how much she's going to make, but she has to spend $40 for the craft fair table fee and spend $3.50 on supplies for every ornament. So that one works. This one works because you could take 8x minus $3.50 means she's making $4.50 off of every ornament and has to spend $40 for the table rental. And this is kind of just a rearrangement of our first one. So the same kind of thing is rearranged. So those 3 choices would work. All right, so she doesn't want to lose any money on her business, and she needs to sell enough ornaments to at least cover her expenses. So she thinks if she sells 10 ornaments, this would work. So we take the best, most precise expression from up here, 450x minus 40. 450 she'll make on every ornament times 10 ornaments is 45, and take away the $40 for the table fee. She does make $5, so she has a profit of $5. And it says if she earns a profit of $67.50, she thinks she'll be successful enough to branch out other craft fairs. So how much does she have to sell to earn a $67.50 profit? We'll take our expression and then we'll put equals $67.50 here. Solve it out. 450x equals 107.50. Divide each side by 450. You get 23.8, or really what she needs to sell is 24 because you can't sell a partial ornament. So 24 ornaments is what she would have to sell to do what she wants to do. All right, question 7. The length of the rectangular envelope is 1.5 times its width. So that band goes around the front and the back. So there's going to be 2 lines going this way, one way this way, one wraps around. Same thing here, goes up and down and around. Now, as we build this, we don't know anything about the width. So the width is going to be my x, and now the length is going to be 1.5 times that. Remember, front, back, front, back. And the total of all that whole plastic band is this long. So I can combine some like terms. I get 2 x's here. 1.5 makes 3x. Together makes 5x equals 22.5. Divide each side by 5, and you're down to the width is your x. It's 4.5 for the width. You times it by 1.5, you get the length, 6.75. Right, question 8. 2 people are playing the integer card game. Glenn and Mark. Well, Glenn's cards total up to a 7. Mark's cards total up to a 7. So they have the same totals there. And Jeremy says in number 9 that if they both take away the 4s, get rid of this 4 and get rid of this 4, that Mark's score will be higher. Well, Dave says no, it's not going to work. Dave is correct because if you get rid of each of those cards, they each have a positive 3 for their total. All right, and just about wrapping on up here, we have info from number 8 still about those cards. Glenn picks up another set of cards that's exactly like his hand from number 8. So Glenn gets the exact set of cards again. So now he's got 14 points. So which of the following scenarios will make Mark's score equal to Glenn's? Well, if Mark just doubled every card, he'd get the same score as Glenn. You get the 14. Mark picked up a 7. 7 plus 7 is 14. And Mark picks up a 2 and a 9. Or sorry, -2 and a 9. Well, that would give him 7 more points, which 7 plus 7 is 14. So you can see in each scenario here which ones actually would work. Gets to a 14, does not get to a 14. Gets to a 14, gets to a 14. So there we go. All right. Thanks for watching, and good luck on the assessment tomorrow.